estimated 34.2 million people in the US have diabetes, according to a 2020 report by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC). And that works out to about 10.5% of the population, making diabetes one of the most common chronic conditions in America and one of the country's leading cause of death and disability. And we understand that for men, the numbers are slightly worse than they are for women. And diabetes affects 11% of men versus 9.5% of women. And the CDC believes that another 3.1% of American men have diabetes and do not even know about it. Hello and welcome to the Spotlight on Food and Health Communications, your number one go-to media source for credible and timely health information. Victor Wabari is my name. On today's episode of the Spotlight, we will be focusing our lights on the diabetes disease. The big question is, what is the disease? What are the signs? What are the symptoms? And what are the tips you can help, to prevent yourself from having this very bad and extravenous disease, you like to call it. But before we get into the conversation, I'll go for a very quick break. When I come back, the conversation begins full-fledged. Please stay with me. Welcome back. It's still the program Spotlight on Food and Health Communications. Big question is, what is diabetes? Well, we understand that diabetes is a metabolic disorder that affects the manner in which the body processes blood sugar, and it is a chronic disease and cannot be cured. Unfortunately, it can only be managed. And we understand that our genes contribute a lot towards our susceptibility to suffering from diabetes, but so does our lifestyle. And so we understand that unhealthy food habits coupled with a sedentary routine can increase the odds of suffering from this disease. While anyone can get it irrespective of gender, age, or social strata, the number of men suffering is higher, and one has to seek immediate medical treatment for this disease, as a delay in getting medical help might adversely affect your heart, your eyes, your blood vessels, your nerves, and badly your kidneys. We do understand that there are many early warning signs and symptoms of diabetes in men and in women. The warning signs and common symptoms of type 2 diabetes can be very insidious and sneaky. It's not always obvious that something is actually wrong. Now, common symptoms of type 1 and type 2 diabetes that affects both men and women include: number one, excessive thirst and hunger. Now, since the level of blood sugar is high, it extracts fluids from the cells, making the patient feel excessively thirsty. People suffering from diabetes feel hungry frequently because of the body's inability to efficiently utilize blood sugar to be converted to energy. Now, if you find yourself drinking gallons of water or gulping on food suddenly, talk to your doctor. Number two sign or symptom is frequent urination. People who suffer from diabetes start using the washroom frequently. Excessive thirst leads to frequent urination. Now, most men suffer from broken sleep at night. Older patients may even experience bedwetting. The body tries to expel the extra glucose in the blood through urine, and that is another reason for frequent urination. Number three, fatigue. If you have generally been feeling low-key and suffering from tiredness and lethargy without any obvious reasons, you may have diabetes. Now, unexplained fatigue and listlessness are due to inefficient usage of energy. A glucose test will provide you with clarity, so get one done immediately. What is the fourth sign or symptom on my list? Unexplained weight loss. Now, men and women suffering from diabetes undergo unexplained weight loss. The body is unable to use blood sugar, to transform it into energy, and this leads to sudden weight loss. If you have lost weight without any reason, please consult your doctor. Number five, skin infections. Due to high sugar levels in the blood, men and women suffering from diabetes fall prey to skin infections very often. This could be genital itching or even thrush. The high sugar proves to be a perfect breeding ground for fungus, which causes these infections. Number 6. Vision loss. Men and women suffering from diabetes suddenly experience blurred vision and general loss of eyesight. The high glucose level in the body are harmful for most organs, but the eyes are usually the first to suffer. Now, you need to seek treatment immediately if you have a sudden dip in your eyesight. Number 7, slow healing wounds. Men and women who suffer from diabetes find that their cuts and their wounds take forever to heal. And we understand that high blood sugar reduces immunity and affects the body's ability to heal itself. Since the situation can exacerbate gangrene and even amputation, if you have wound that is not healing, please seek expert medical guidance. Now, if you have been diagnosed with pre-diabetes, and when I talk about pre-diabetes, I'm talking about high blood sugar that doesn't reach the threshold of a diabetes diagnosis, lifestyle changes can prevent or delay the onset of the disease. So if you have pre-diabetes, where the kind of diabetes you have is not reached the threshold of the actual disease, there are certain lifestyle you can adopt that can help you not get to that threshold. Now, here's the thing: making a few changes in your lifestyle now may help you avoid the serious health complications of diabetes in the future, such as nerve, kidney, and heart damage. Now, it's never too late for you to start. I'm just going to go ahead and give you some of the lifestyle you need to adopt, some of the things you need to look out for as you try to help yourself in curtailing the disease that if you are at the pre-diabetes stage. Now, number 1, lose extra weight. Now, losing weight reduces the risk of diabetes. People in one large study reduced their risk of developing diabetes by almost 60% after losing approximately 7% of their body weight with changes in exercise and diet. Now, the American Diabetes Association recommends that people with pre-diabetes lose at least 7% to 10% of their body weight to prevent disease progression. Now, more weight to lose will translate into even greater benefits. So if you are a pre-diabetes patient, the more you lose weight, the more you shed weight, the greater your chances of not having the disease in full. Now, you need to set a weight loss goal based on your current body weight. Talk to your doctor about reasonable short-term goals and expectations, such as losing to 1 to 2 pounds a week, depending on your body weight. Now, number 2, be more physically active. You need to be more physically active. There are many benefits to regular physical activity, and we understand that exercise can help you, number 1, lose weight, number 2, lower your blood sugar, boost your sensitivity to insulin, which helps keep your blood sugar within a normal range. Now, goals for most adults to promote weight loss and maintaining healthy weight include, if you want to look out for goals that could help you maintain a healthy weight range, now you need to consider the following. Number 1, aerobic exercise. Now, you need to aim for 30 minutes or more of moderate to vigorous aerobic exercise, such as, brisk walking, swimming, biking, or running, on most days for a total of at least 115 minutes a week. Now, remember I said depending on your weight, depending on the size of your weight, depending on the structure of your body, and that's why you actually need to consult a medical practitioner before you engage on an aerobic exercise as a regards weight reduction. Now, what other form of exercise can you actually participate in? You can engage yourself in resistance exercise. Now, when we talk about resistance exercise, you need to at least 2 to 3 times a week. You need to do it at least 2 to 3 times a week. And here's what it does: it increases your strength, balance, and ability to maintain an active life. Now, resistance training includes weightlifting, yoga, and calisthenics. Now, what other lifestyle can you adopt? Number 3, limited inactivity. You need to limit your hours of inactivity. Now, breaking up long bouts of inactivity, such as sitting at the computer, can help control blood sugar levels. Now, take a few minutes to stand, walk around, or do something light activity every 30 minutes. Do not just sit down there and remain inactive. It's not a good way to go. Number 4, eat healthy plant foods. Yes, eat healthy plant foods. Now, plants provide vitamins, minerals, and carbohydrates in your diet. Now, carbohydrates include sugars and starch. Now, the energy sources for your body is actually carbohydrates and also fiber. Now, when we talk about fiber, let's look at dietary fiber, also known as a raw egg or bulk. It's that part of the plant foods your body can't digest or absorb. Now, fiber-rich foods promote, weight loss and lower the risk of diabetes. Now, you need to eat a variety of healthy, fiber-rich foods, which include number 1, fruits such as tomatoes, peppers, and fruits from trees. You need to take non-starchy vegetables such as leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower. You need to also take legumes such as beans, chickpeas, and lentils. You also need to take whole grains such as whole wheat pasta and bread. Now, whole grains, rice can also be taken, whole oats, and quinoa. Now, the benefits of fiber includes this: slowing the absorption of sugars and lowering blood sugar levels. It cannot be overemphasized. Now, interfering with the absorption of dietary fat and cholesterol, that's what it does. So it lowers, all of the things that interfere with the dietary fat and cholesterol level in your body. Now, managing other risk factors that affect health, heart health, such as blood pressure and inflammation. It also helps you eat less because fiber-rich foods are more filling and energy rich. Now, here's something you also need to do. As you take all of this diet, you need to avoid foods that are bad carbohydrates. Now, when we talk about bad carbohydrates, these are foods that are high in sugar with a little fiber or nutrients. Now, and this sort of foods includes white bread and pastries, pastas from white flours, fruit juices, and processed foods with sugar or high, fructose corn syrup. Number 4, eat healthy fats. Fatty foods are high in calories and should be eaten in moderation. Now, to help lose and manage weight, your diet should include a variety of foods with, unsaturated fats, sometimes called good fats. Now, the unsaturated fats, that's both monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, promotes healthy blood cholesterol levels and good heart and vascular health. Now, and these are good source of fat. Now, let me go ahead and tell you some of the sources of good fat. Number 1, olive, sunflower, safflower, cottonseed, and canola oils. These are good sources of fat. So if you must take fat, you must ensure that your sources are these sources. Now, nuts and seeds such as almonds, peanuts, flaxseed, and pumpkin seeds. Now, let's talk about, fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, tuna, and cod. And if you move to the saturated fats, that's the bad fats, they are found in dairy products and meats. This should be a small part of your diet. So if you must take the saturated fats, it must be a small part of your diet. You can limit saturated fats by eating low-fat dairy products and lean chicken and pork. Number 5, skip fat diets and make healthier choices. Yes. Now, many fat diets such as the glycemic index, paleo, or keto diets may help you lose weight actually, but there is a little research, however, about the long-term benefits of this diet or their benefits in preventing diabetes. Now, your dietary goals should be to lose weight and then maintain a healthier weight moving forward. That should be your goal, okay? Now, healthy dietary decisions therefore need to include a strategy that you can maintain as a lifelong habit. Making healthy decisions that reflect some of your own preferences for food and traditions may be beneficial for you over time. Now, one simple strategy to help you make good food choices and eat appropriate portion sizes is to divide up your plates. Yeah, these three divisions on your plates promotes healthy eating. I'm going to give you three divisions. Now, here's the first half. The first half should contain fruits and non-starchy vegetables, while one quarter should contain whole grains, while one quarter protein-rich foods such as legumes, fish, or lean meat. If you put into consideration all of those things which we've discussed on the program today, I can assure you that if you are a diabetes patient, you can manage it. And if you are not a diabetes patient, if you take some of the preventive measures already shared, the diabetes disease will not crush your radar. And this is where we draw down the curtains on today's episode of the program. I believe you've learned a thing or two. Now, till I come your way next time on the episode, please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos if you've got great value from this content. And if you have questions, thoughts, and contributions, do also leave it in the comments section below, and we will do well to reach out to you. So I come your way next time. My name is Victor Wabari. Keep staying safe.